Posture check. What is going on, gamers? I'm Chris, aka Crisper, and today we're gonna be reacting to the lore behind the one, the only, this tall, strong, handsome Bubba. So in case you haven't heard, rumors are that they're going to be removing Bubba from the game. Actually, Behavior just posted on social media that these rumors are false. So Bubba's not going anywhere. But I'll leave the next section in here just for clarification in case anybody didn't know the backstory behind the rumors. So yeah, Bubba's staying, allegedly. Back in the PTB, his perks had alternate names, and the same thing happened with the Stranger Things DLC before they offed it, so on the off chance that they are removing Bubba, it only makes sense to do this for him right now. And the way the series works is I do a genuine reaction to the lore because I don't know it at all. I only know one character's lore, and that's Vittorio's, because we covered him in the last video. Would highly recommend checking out. So without further ado, let's get cracking. See what Bubba's about, man. I do know he's good for face camping. Let's do it! The Cannibal. What's his real name? I should know this because Texas Chainsaw is probably my favorite horror film series. Bubba Sawyer. Okay. So his name really is Bubba, huh? Alright, let's do it. Whether killers perform their heinous acts by the compulsions of their diseased minds, or if they are forced into them by external pressures, has long been a matter of debate. But for one killer, nature and nurture are inextricably linked. Leatherface kills not from a desire to exert his will over others to satisfy carnal urges or even to quiet the voices in his head. He kills because he is scared. Oh, that's so wholesome. Scared that others will hurt him, scared that his family will be displeased with him, scared that their shared willingness to eat human flesh will be discovered. I would be very scared of that as well. I mean, I wouldn't want my secret getting out that I eat at. He does as he is told, his family loves him, and that is all that matters. Outsiders are a threat, and threats need to be dealt with. Like those kids that came into the house uninvited. Walked in like they owned the place, looked around the house trying to find out his family's secrets, no doubt. But Leatherface dealt with them, protected his family just as he'd been taught. He is not just protector, he has many roles, and each role has its own face. He serves dinner, cares for the family, dresses well when they eat. His grandpa and ma used to care for them all, but grandpa's old now and she has been still for a while. Wait, what? Grandpa's old now and she has been still. I'm assuming they mean ma? So Leatherface and his brothers had to take over. Family is everything to him. Family is security and safety. I get behind that, I get behind that. But even though he did his best, one of the kids got away. He tried to stop her, chasing after her as fast as he could, but she had help. Another outsider driving a truck. The evil trucker killed his brother, ran him over like he was a possum. In a fury, Leatherface leapt at him, the saw ready to avenge his family, but the trucker was too quick. He knocked Leatherface aside and turned his own saw against him. Oh shit. Little reversal. As he watched the outsiders driving away, the rage, grief, and pain combined with the worry about what would happen to his family now. They would surely return to the police, and the police would take down his brothers, his grandpa. Without them, what would he do? Without their commands, he would wither and die. As his world collapsed, Leatherface spun in circles, swinging the saw all around, trying to fight off the myriad external threats that surrounded him. And the tantrum, huh? Then another feeling overtook him. It came from outside his vision, crawling over his skin with cold dread. He realized that no matter what outsiders could do to him, there was something worse, something bigger that lived in the shadows. He was filled with a terror unlike he had ever felt before. But it was almost comforting, like the fear that he'd felt with his family. The fear of disappointing them. He was brought to a place that was familiar but unknowable, and he instinctively knew what he had to do. He couldn't fail it the way he had his family. Outsiders would come, but he would use his skills to overcome any threats. There would be screaming, but he could make the world quiet again, until the only sound remaining was the blessed howl of the saw. Let the outsiders come. Wait, so what's this have to do with the entity, with the fog? How does he get there? That was pretty vague. Yeah, I'm confused on where the entity comes into play here. He was brought to a place. By who? He was throwing a tantrum, and he had a feeling, unlike nothing he'd ever felt before. Outsiders would come. I get how he plays in with, you know, the survivors being in his territory, so to speak. All right, Let's try to summarize this. So Bubba and his family, they're a bunch of cannibals. They eat people. They're scared of people finding out, of outsiders finding out about their secret. And Bubba is super protective of his family. He's a, mama's boy. He does everything that his family tells him to do. They got a bunch of kids coming around, snooping around, getting into their business, and they don't want their secret to get out. And apparently one gets away, and they have the assistance of an evil trucker who ends up killing Bubba's brother. Bubba's scared the popo's gonna come and take his family away, and he somehow gets overcome by the entity or something. I'm a little lost in that section. So I guess he finds a new home in the entity, in the fog, and I guess he's having a ye old time out there. It seems like his place. So yeah, pretty sweet. Good old Bubba. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022 was a fantastic movie. If you haven't seen it yet, would recommend. If you want me to react to another character's backstory, killer, survivor, don't matter. I'll do it. Just let me know. And even though he's a psychopathic chainsaw murderer, I do agree that family is everything and that you should protect the people you love and care about. Just don't eat people. That's not cool.